Hey guys, I'm all back again. Welcome to day 33 in the life of the Galaxy S23. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. We out here grinding every day, pumping daily videos with my experience with the Galaxy S23. If you are a current subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about 5G and if it's really worth it or not. And then I'll walk you through a typical Friday with this phone. So in terms of Wi-Fi speed, I currently have 600 megabytes of speed on my current internet provider. But on this phone, I'm achieving 460 megabytes per second, which is pretty average. A lot of time when internet provider advertises speed, you'll be lucky if you get a fraction of that. So this is pretty consistent. Even on my computer, I achieve 486 megabytes per second. So comparable in terms of Wi-Fi speed. And for 5G speed, I'm actually getting 350 megabytes per second, which isn't bad for a cellular device getting speed comparable to Wi-Fi. It's not up to the 2 gigabyte per second that 5G is actually technically capable of, but it is close enough to my Wi-Fi speed. So just giving you a sense there of where 5G is today. I know all the mobile carriers and everyone in the world is slapping 5G on all the labels, but in reality, it's not that big of an upgrade yet. They need more towers, more infrastructure. It's still in the early stages and not completely ready. So hot take in 2023, still don't let 5G fool you. I'm pretty sure by the time 5G is ready, you're gonna be hearing about 6G or whatever it is at that point. But either way, as of now, 5G is not that much of a difference. And just for fun, I turn off 5G on my phone just to see what the speed is on 4G. So on 4G LTE, we are looking at 190 megabytes per second. So 5G in theory is technically faster than 4G, but it is not miles ahead. You're just getting an extra 100 to 150 megabytes or so. And it depends what you're doing on your phone. If you're just watching YouTube videos or streaming music, playing games, I guess it is nice to have the super fast speed, but at the same time, that 100 megabyte difference won't really impact your life that much on a day-to-day basis. Unless you're out there downloading videos or really large content, then you will see the biggest impact there. But if you're just video chatting, playing games, watching YouTube, it shouldn't be that much of a difference. So for me, I personally would turn off 5G and just use 4G just to save a little bit of battery life. And if I ever need that extra boost, I guess I'll turn it on. But in general, I'm always near Wi-Fi. And if I'm not really doing anything that demanding that would require the full 5G speed, which isn't even that fast to begin with. Okay, so let's jump into day 33 in the life of the Galaxy S23. So Friday morning, woke up at 6:14 a.m. My phone is at 63%. Did not charge it the night before, so it's still going strong. For breakfast, we got an acai bowl. Corner are still a bit out of focus, so close-up macro photos are not a strong point with this phone, which ironically, most of my photos are of food and close objects. 8:02 a.m. phone is at 52%. And I do use the Samsung Health app, S Health, whatever they're calling it these days. I usually go in there. By default, the water reminder is not turned on, so you have to go into the setting, tick that on. I have mine set to remind me to drink water every hour. In theory, you're supposed to be drinking at least 90 to 100 ounces of water a day. Most people don't do it, but your body is made mostly out of water, so stay hydrated, kids. Then in the morning, I went for a quick drive before coming back and starting work. And while I'm working, I just have my phone sitting on my wireless charger the whole time. So 3 hours later, we reach 100%. And over the last few days, I've mostly just been relying on my wireless charger instead of using a cable charger overnight. So during work, I just leave it there. At night, I don't charge it. So I went to the battery just to check what my last full day was like on Thursday. Screen off time, 11 hours. Screen on time, 4.5 hours. Pretty solid and consistent there. Mostly have YouTube playing throughout the day, and whenever I need a break, I just turn on my Pokemon Go. And while I'm eating lunch, I decided to watch some baseball. Heard they implemented a bunch of new rules this year, so I watched one inning, and honestly, doesn't really feel that much difference. I used to be the biggest baseball fan in the world, but then the Red Sox kept making bad decisions. Then I just gave up on baseball altogether. But I used to play baseball, watch every single game. These days, don't really have the attention span or the passion anymore. So I'm actually watching an older game on my phone from the day before on opening day. I do like the new changes. The game is really slow, but they're saying with all the new rules, it can make the game quicker by 20 minutes. So whatever you can do to speed up the game, I do appreciate that. I also have some noodles and bitter melon soup for lunch. Then I install a smart lock on my door. So all the doors around my houses have smart locks. I have security cams everywhere. All my floodlights are security cams. Got a UV doorbell. I actually live in a pretty safe area. Not sure why I went so extreme, but I'm always into gadgets and techs, and if I'm ever away, I can unlock the door for contractors if I need to. So I made my way to the basement. I removed my old doorknob, and in the process of installing the new smart doorknob. I didn't even know these things were a thing. There's a bunch of smart locks out there, but they are actually for the physical deadbolt lock on top. This one is actually for the handle. There isn't a bunch of these in the market, but I settled for this one after doing some research. It's actually been working pretty well. Easy install process. The hardest part was squeezing that little piece right there into the circle because it wasn't big enough. I think you need some tools to make the circle bigger. I did not have that, so I just use a screwdriver and wedge my way in until I get this little guy in place. So that took like 30 to 60 minutes to install. Was able to successfully do that. 5:40 p.m. Phone is at 78%. Did some Pokemon Go to take a break. By 9 o'clock we are at 58%. Keeping an eye out on the new April updates. Just skimming through this article right here. It sounds like we might get some camera upgrades, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Just going to be checking for my updates daily, although I don't expect it to come until April 15th or so. 10:05 p.m. Phone is at 45%. Doing some sports betting before bed. Making good progress here. Finally, 10:24. Went to bed with phone at 42%. I did have YouTube playing in the background, and I fell asleep with the phone in my hand. So did not charge it, and when I woke up at 6:30 a.m. I did remember to set my alarm for 8 hours. So it dropped 20% overnight due to the fact that I had YouTube playing. So there you have it. This has been my battery life experience on day 23. About 3.5 hours of screen on time, screen off time, 11 hours. Total battery life, 15.5 hours with 23% left. YouTube took up an hour. A lot of that was happening while I was asleep. We got the DraftKings app running and a little bit of Pokemon Go. Currently recording this video on my S23 as well, just to use up whatever is left of my battery. It's currently a Saturday for me, so I'm gonna be running around doing chores. I may leave it on a wireless charger, and if I absolutely need to, I'll plug it in and continue on with my day. Alright guys, thanks for following along on this series. Please check out my day 32 if you haven't already. And I'll keep going back and forth on my OnePlus 11 series. Overall, it doesn't seem like there is a ton of interest there, so I might end it again and just continue on with the S series. Maybe I'll supplement it by getting the A series or something as well. But we shall see. It's been a fun experience so far with the S23. Thanks for watching guys. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.